There's a little song we used to sing that goes, "He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands." Then we'd start adding additional verses. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got the little bitty baby in his hands. And then we'd start personalizing it. He's got my town in his hands. He's got my church in his hands. He's got mom and dad in his hands. And that's good, because sometimes it's very hard to think about the whole wide world being in his hands. God not only has the world in his hands, he's got my world in his hands. Now that's a great comfort, because sometimes it seems that if I want to know him better, knowing that it's the big wide world doesn't help me any. But when I realize that he's got my finances in his hands, he's got my job in his hands, he's got my health, my family, my community in his hands, that makes it more personal. When I look around at the world outside and it's going crazy, I can just remember that he's got that in his hands too. Even though it may be people exercising their own free will, not doing what God would want to see done, even out of that, he can bring forth something special. The Bible says, "In the fire of much affliction, I have chosen you. And for your silver, for your iron, I'll give you silver. For your brass, I'll give you gold." See, God didn't start those fires, but he can use them to create something special. So remember, he's not just the God of this world. He's the God of my world and of your world. So if you're feeling down today, just give a little song. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. And that